Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to dive into something really fascinating from the Maharatnakutta Sutra, the 18 qualities that are exclusive to a Buddha. And these aren't just some abstract, ancient ideals. They're actually a blueprint for the absolute peak potential of consciousness itself.
So, when you think about what a Buddha is, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe perfect peace or some kind of unshakable wisdom? And yeah, that's definitely part of it, but the classic texts, they go way, way deeper. They really ask, what are the specific functional qualities that make a Buddha? Well, a Buddha. What makes them totally distinct from everyone else?
The answer to that question is found in what's known as the 18 exclusive dharmas. It's a set of qualities that are completely unique to a fully awakened being. And honestly, probably the best way to get your head around this concept is with a modern analogy. Think of a Buddhist consciousness as running on the ultimate, perfect operating system, one with zero bugs, absolutely no lag, and literally infinite processing power.
So, let's break this operating system down into three parts. First up, we're going to look at the user interface. How does this perfected consciousness actually interact with the world? This covers everything: a Buddha's physical actions, their words, and even their thoughts. Okay, so the very first quality is that a Buddha's physical actions are completely, utterly without error. The sutra describes this in a beautiful way. Every single movement, from the way they walk to just arranging their robes, is done with perfect grace and purpose. There are no fumbles, no awkwardness, not a single drop of wasted energy.
And this isn't just some later interpretation, The source text itself is crystal clear. It states flat out that a Buddha's physical actions are ultimately without error. This isn't just a goal they're working towards, it's a fully realized, constant state of being.
To really put this in perspective, just imagine a master calligrapher, where every single brushstroke is absolutely flawless. Or think of a world champion gymnast whose every single movement just flows with this incredible, breathtaking precision. Now imagine that level of perfection applied to every single physical action, all day, every day. That's the kind of effortless perfection we're talking about.
And this perfection, it extends across the entire interface. The body's actions, flawless. The speech, totally flawless. Every single word is true, it's helpful, and it's perfectly timed. And the mind, also flawless. Always in a state of deep, profound concentration, but at the same time, completely aware and responsive, with absolutely zero mental noise or distraction.
So if the interface is perfect, you have to wonder, what's the power source behind it all? Well, that brings us to part two, the Buddha's inexhaustible core. These are the virtues and capacities that never, ever run out.
A great way to think about this is like an infinite power source. Most of us, right, we get tired. Our enthusiasm fades, our focus drifts away. But for a Buddha, these core qualities are more like an incorruptible hard drive where the data never ever degrades and the battery never ever needs recharging.
So what exactly are these qualities that never diminish? Well, there's zeal to help all beings that never fades for a second, an energetic effort that literally never tires. There's also perfect mindfulness, unwavering concentration, limitless wisdom, and even the very state of liberation itself. None of these ever decrease. They're just permanent core features of this operating system.
And just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about here, the sutra gives this absolutely mind-bending example. It says that if a Buddha found an audience that was actually capable of listening, they could teach continuously for an entire cosmic age, a kalpa, which is literally billions of years, without a single moment of fatigue in their body, their voice, or their mind. That is what inexhaustible effort really means.
All right, so we've got a perfect interface and an infinite power source. Let's move on to the final piece of this puzzle, the central processor that guides the whole show. This is the all-encompassing, all-seeing wisdom that makes a Buddha a Buddha. Now here's the kicker. This perfection isn't just passive. The sutra says that every single action, physical, verbal, and mental, is preceded by wisdom. What that means is that nothing is accidental. Every gesture, every word, is a skillful and compassionate expression that comes from a total, complete understanding of reality. This wisdom is often described as a threefold unimpeded knowledge. This is the omniscient processor at work. It means having a perfect, totally unobstructed view of the past, every cause, every condition. It means having a complete and total perception of the present moment, exactly as it is. And it means having a clear understanding of the future, not as some fixed destiny, but of all the potential outcomes based on current actions. It's the ultimate data analysis of reality itself. Okay, so we've looked at the flawless interface, the inexhaustible core, and the omniscient processor. But what does all of this actually mean for us? Why does it even matter to understand these 18 qualities?
So, here's the key takeaway. Even though these qualities are called exclusive, they aren't meant to be discouraging. It's the opposite, actually. They serve as the ultimate blueprint. They show us the magnificent, incredible potential of a mind that's been completely purified and fully developed. You could say it's the user manual for the most advanced operating system that consciousness is capable of running. Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. When we look at this map of perfected action, of inexhaustible compassion, and boundless wisdom, what can we draw from it? I mean, even if this level of perfection seems impossibly far away, what inspiration can this blueprint offer us in our own lives, right here and right now? It's a powerful thought. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.